What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben and welcome back to the bench for our official 2024 year-end recap. This is something I like to do every year where we look back through the entire build list, go over little bits and pieces of what kits we built during that year, and then we talk a little bit about what's coming up for the next year. So let's go ahead, we're going to jump in, walking down memory lane. We're going to go over all the kits we built during last year, 2024, and just kind of have some fun and reminisce a bit. So let's jump on in, guys. Let's take a look back and see what we built. Starting off at number 1 here, guys, this is the Artin's light cruiser. I actually picked this up as a 3D printed kit off of Etsy and threw some lights in it, added some fiber optics. It was my first time working with a 3D printed model kit like this, so it was a little bit of a learning curve there, but we had a blast. We got some lights in there, and overall, great addition to the display shelf. We also went ahead and built an AJ Savage. This is the -1 version by Rhoden, and this was a really great model. Lots of good detail, part fit was decent, decals were a little bit lacking here and there, but I had a blast building it up, and I would even build another one given the chance. So yeah, not too bad. 1/72 scale AJ Savage. Moving right along here, guys, we also got a chance to build the 1/12 scale Bandai General Grievous figure. This was actually a lot of fun, and I even had an opportunity to light up his lightsabers. That was kind of fun using LED filaments for the first time. This was a great model kit. It sits proudly on my desk at work, and I couldn't be happier with the end results. We also went ahead and got a chance to build an F3H Demon. This was a great build, was actually the Hobby Boss kit. I did a little bit of reworking, added in some extra parts and scratch building there for the cockpit, but it is a great looking and very interesting Cold War jet. I even folded the wings and dropped it right into my display case. So this was a great build by Hobby Boss, and I'm glad I've got one in my display case. This was actually a great year for sci-fi kits because I got a chance to build the Narcissist Shuttle. This is the lifeboat coming from Alien, a 3D printed kit. It was really simple to put together, honestly just 2 parts. I even threw some lights in the back there, kind of a neat little base as well. So yeah, not too bad. Moving on with the sci-fi, I got a chance to build one of my favorite ships from Star Wars, the Jedi Starfighter. This was a great little build, another 3D printed kit, this time roughly 1/48 scale. I even made a custom base, like a little landing pad, threw some airbesh on there, painted up some rocks. This sits proudly on my wall at work. Then Joe and I got a chance to build another build project together. This is the Maki C205 Veloro, and this was a fantastic model, Hasegawa parts. I went ahead and made my own custom smoke and ring masks, painted everything, finally built something from the Italians, and this was a fantastic model. Great times on the bench all around. Then I was actually tasked with something a little bit different. My girlfriend asked me if I could make a wearable Thurian head to look like Doc Ondar, and I went ahead and gave it my best shot. It's not perfect, mind you, but it was a lot of fun, and it was wearable, and it was a big hit at the parks. Not too shabby. Can't wait till I can get started on 2.0. I also got a chance to build Anakin's Podrer, and I made a custom base with rock work and the whole deal. Even threw in some custom LED filaments for the tether, for the engines, and of course for the cockpit, and I painted up little Anakin in there. It was a great model kit, and the recipient absolutely loved it, so mission accomplished. Although I might have to build another one for me this time. I was also able to jump into a group build over on HLI, and I built up a Night Trooper. This is a 1/12 scale Bandai Sand Trooper that I custom made into a Night Trooper, wrapped up with some red fabric, added on that gold filigree, also did the base, and put 2 green LEDs in his eyes, so kind of spooky. And then for our last military build of the year, we built the Yakuza Yak-1 by Academy. It is actually a reboxing of the Accurate Miniatures kit, and it was fantastic. Great part fit, awesome decals, added in a little bit of extra details, but for the most part, it had everything I wanted in there. It was a blast. Looks great on the display shelf. And then of course we returned to everybody's favorite holiday build series, the 12 Sprues of Kit-Mas. Built another 12 model kits. The girlfriend actually picked out a good number of these models and also put them in order. And I gotta tell you, the ordering on this season was awesome. Every single model kit was so much fun to work on, and it all kind of flowed together really, really well. I had a couple of tree hanging ornaments, I did a couple of standalone desktop displays, had a good assortment of model manufacturers as well. So Airfix, Hasegawa, Tamiya, even some new ones like IBG I'd never actually heard of before. So a huge thank you to my girlfriend for working so hard at getting these in a nice order. Absolutely had a blast. So that is it, guys. That was our build lineup for 2024. I gotta tell you, I built a lot more sci-fi kits than I remember building. I really did. But honestly, I had a great year on the bench. So much fun building up all these kits. So a huge thank you to everybody for coming along with me on these modeling adventures. 2025, I've got some plans. I've got some model kits already lined up, ready to go. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna start releasing more military stuff on Military Mondays. And of course, I wanna get back into some sci-fi stuff because, well, you know me, I love a good sci-fi model. Got some obscure sci-fi kits I want to start working on. So until our next episode, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Get out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool, and we'll see you back here on the next episode of Ben Builds for the first official kit here in 2025. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.